Hello, my beautiful Geminis. Welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. I am just shuffling up, catching a vibe right now, getting ready to do your January 2020 readings. Happy New Year, guys. Happy holidays, all that good stuff. I hope you enjoyed some time off. Guys, I know the energies are really heavy. I just hope you guys are really feeling encouraged and optimistic about your future timelines, especially after all the work you've done to come off of your old ones. So anyways, guys, for those that are new, welcome. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. For those that are returning, thank you so much for all your likes, shares, subscriptions, and positively engaging the channel the way you guys do, man. I've been doing this shit here with you guys for 1.5 years, and I can't believe it. Can't believe we're here together, you know, going into 2020. Like, we've been talking about this shit for over 1 year. So to actually be stepping into this new timeline, this new year, it's exciting. All right, guys, and it's a privilege and honor to be able to do this thing called Ascension with you, for real. All right, for those that joined the Patreon, thank you so much for checking it out, for joining it. And if you guys have any interest in additional content from the monthlies that I do here on YouTube, you can check out the Patreon for daily and weekly readings. Just keep in mind that it is a platform for Patreon members only, and that the content on Patreon will not be shared with YouTube. Okay? All right. What else? For those that timestamp the reading prior to the prayer, thank you. Please continue to do so. For those that are new, if you want to bypass the intro and just go straight to the reading, you can see the timestamp below. If you'd like to book a personal reading, the details are also below. Okay? I'm going to be using Cynthia Harrison's Shrub Thunder deck. And I'll have the details for that also in the description, guys. And of course, a plethora of Eugene Vaninsky's decks as always. I'm actually going to start the reading with his Chateau Avenariz, which is all major arcana. So we'll kick off the reading with one of the major arcana, and then we'll break it out with a 5-card spread. And we'll further clarify with the Lenormand as well as the Fairy Godmother Oracle cards. All right. Love you guys, okay? Truthfully, honestly. I'm excited. I feel great. You know, doesn't mean there ain't shit going down, but I feel great. Anyways, let's get into prayer and get into your spread. You guys can timestamp now, okay? Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now in particular, please allow me to communicate clearly with the collective sign of Gemini. Allow me to communicate clearly to them the messages that are in their greatest good, surrounding the material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to them, their personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, for everything you do for me and the collective. All the healing energy, the support, the love, the guidance, and the protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you. So thank you, Father God, and amen. All right. Sometimes when the arrow's on the stop button, I freak out because I fucked up videos by pressing it by an accident. Anyways, let's see what your overall energy for this spread will be. Like I said, this deck only has the major arcana, okay? The Empress. We got this and the High Priestess on the other side. For my feminines out there, good job encompassing the Empress and the High Priestess. Okay, this is a level of self-worth and empowerment that could have taken you lifetimes to achieve. This kind of spiritual royalty could have taken you and your bloodline lifetimes to inherit here on earth. Okay, so this is a fantastic time for many of you. All right. This is intuitively downloading your future and then actually manifesting it here in reality. Do you know what kind of, first of all, this kind of, when you manifest and you have this relationship in the 5D and it comes out into the 3D, your faith is compounded in a different way. Your connection to God has now been proven, shown to you in a way that you were not consciously aware of before. Okay? So this is, for some of you, everything you've downloaded Your connection with the divine is now being reflected in your connection with people. Your understanding of your ancestral wealth, health is being manifested in the 5D. You're inheriting the money of your ancestors to build the infrastructures they never could and always wanted to. Okay, these are downloading and understanding these connections, these romantic connections, these connections, and then having that manifest in the 3D. Like, this is what I'm seeing here. So you guys got 2 overall energies, but that's really fantastic. That's really, really beautiful. Now let's go into your 9-card spread and break this Empress, High Priestess energy down even further, okay? I heard Mother of Mothers. Some of you realize that you're nurturing your high capacity to love, nurture, encourage, support. Makes you the Mother of Mothers. It makes you a very powerful person. Nine of Wands, don't give up on yourself. Victory. Some of you are in between this, have been working on your spiritual ascension and development and have been able to see your future, see your life path, see not everything, but a lot of what it was that you agreed to come down here to do, your purpose, which is to heal and develop, but then your mission, which is how you implement that healing and development right here on Earth. Some of you are in between actually implementing it on Earth and seeing it and connecting to it in the 5D. I just want you to not give up on yourself, okay? Because I'm telling you right now, all right, when this Empress energy comes in, meaning everything that you've manifested in the 5D transcends and manifests right here on Earth, it's like, don't give up on yourself because it's happening. If this is making any sense, it's like, do not give up on the process. Do not give up on the process. Because it is a process, and you're about to see how this process works because of what's about to transpire in your reality. And why it's such a trip is because you saw it all before. Because a lot of the times you were not conscious about this. This has always been happening. It's just this is the first time you're consciously aware. Why? Because you've ascended and you've awakened. So now, when this transpires in your reality, there's going to be this emotion. There's going to be this shock. And it's not shock because you didn't know it was coming. It's shock that it actually happened. Oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. All right. My beautiful Geminis, let's see what energies you're kicking off the new year with. All right, your overall energy for this spread is the Knight of Pentacles. This Knight of Pentacles is it actually manifesting in the 3D for you guys. Okay, whether you're on this horse with your pentacle moving forward in order to plant that seed, invest that resource because of a new understanding, an awakened understanding about what it is you're trying to reap from that investment. Okay, or this could be, of course, somebody coming towards you. So you manifested the arrival of this seed, of this investment, of this person, because it's part of what it is that you are manifesting. So you manifested the resources it is that you needed to further cultivate what it is that you've manifested. Some of you guys are going to be so fucking shocked. Some of you guys are going to be very, very shocked. Some of you are literally, this night is going to come to you. You're going to go up to God and go, what? Some of you are going to go and plant this seed and be shocked at how fast you're able to reap from that seed you planted. It's magic. I feel magic for Gemini. And I'm not a very magic girl. Even when we're talking about the world of esoterics, I try to show what's the logical. This is not magic, folks. This feels a bit magical, a bit fantastical. But anyways, now the real reality comes in. You know, that's why it's never fantastical. Anyway, I make up my own words when I feel like it. 7 of Swords, first card out. 4 of Cups. Queen of Swords. Page of Swords. For some of you, this was for some of you, this is a warning to be open to a manifestation that is coming in. Don't cheat yourself out. Because for some of you, what's coming in isn't coming in the way you saw it in the 5D. But it is what you saw in the 5D. It's just manifesting in a different form or fashion. Some of you need to be mindful about not cheating yourself, okay, out of an opportunity, because you're not sure if it's the truth. There's fear here. This is fear. This is fear. I don't even feel like the Seven of Swords is happening. I think this is fear of the Seven of Swords happening, which will get somebody to miss an opportunity if they remain fearful. What are the hidden truths? You know, somebody's fear, okay, can get them to run away from something. For some of you, it's patience. Your lack of patience is getting you to cheat yourself out of something. You'll miss an opportunity. This could be a miss opportunity of fear, meaning I'm not going to embark in something because I'm afraid. Okay. This could also, yeah, this is cheating yourself out of an opportunity and then it becoming a missed opportunity because you're too afraid to pursue it. So there's another message that I was getting with that. It might come out again anyway. Some of you need to be mindful about not running away from something. This is a warning to not run away from something, because the consequence would be a missed opportunity. I've been getting this Four of Cups in all of the readings. It's the only card that I've been getting repeatedly. I got the Empress in one of the readings. It might have been Capricorn. But with regards to the tarot, it's this Four of Cups energy. A lot of people are coming out of the numbing that they have had to be in order to go through tough time cycles. A lot of people are feeling this need to give up right before this. Like I said, some of you need to be careful to not miss this opportunity because it didn't come in the way you saw it in the 5D. There's so many messages. The High Priestess energy that needs to be up right now. And then I said that and I got the Hierophant, which is the pair. It's the counterpart, more so to the Empress than the High Priestess. Because in my opinion, the Empress and the High Priest and the Emperor and the High Priestess actually are the ideal couple, in my opinion. Anyways, let's keep going. The Knight of Wands in the middle of the spread. Restlessness, lust, and impulsiveness. This is being mindful of not making an impulsive, rash decision because it could end up being a missed opportunity. For some of you, this is not wanting to hear somebody's truth. And you should, because essentially it's a missed opportunity. It's going to be information that you'll seek at a later date and then realize it was information that you rejected and didn't feel valuable. So there's a need to be open to the truths of other people. There might be a need to forgive. So this could be a missed opportunity to create closure. Some of you might have somebody returning back to want to tell a truth surrounding a hidden dishonor, and some of you might not want to hear it. And then essentially you missed an opportunity to create closure, which was going to get you out of this Queen of Swords energy and put you into a more receiving energy. Because swords and fire are masculine energy. So think of, like, I know this kind of sounds gross, but feminine energy, like the crotch, it goes in, and the masculine energy, the cock, it goes out. It's like, this is not, the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords are not open to receive. They're open to move forward. They're more, they exert instead of receive. That's just how I interpret it. This is not hearing out a truth could stop an opportunity. Some of you manifested closure and are not going to be open to it when it comes in. Some of you are going to want to respond in the same way that this hidden, like some of you are going to want to vibrate at the same level. I don't know what this is. Yeah, I'm getting a missed opportunity to create closure or bring in forgiveness and healing into something. Because somebody doesn't want to, ooh, no. Because somebody isn't actually willing to hear somebody out. I don't like that. The Strength card. Needing the strength to hear somebody out. Twin flame. For some of you that are in a twin flame journey, this could be a person who essentially impulsively, this could have been a connection that was a bit lustful. There could have been sexual interlude or not. Either way, though, the decision to somebody let this opportunity go because of the hidden dishonor. Somebody didn't want to tell the truth, so they let an opportunity go because it was too hard to deal with, I guess. That person might be feeling differently now. For some of you, there was somebody who didn't approach you or apologize to you because, I don't know, where this message is so, it always be like that for the air signs. Then I've got the Empress and the Moon. I don't know how I feel about all this. Okay. I think I need clarification immediately. Because we've got the twin flame card here. Technically Gemini. For some of you, if this is a person from the past, like a romantic connection, and it's somebody who you might think, yeah, they lost an opportunity with me. They essentially are watching you. They're watching the opportunity that they've missed play out in front of them. So essentially, they themselves might be trying to gain the strength to reveal certain hidden truths, because we've got hidden dishonor and hidden truths. And then with the Strength card and the Empress and this Knight, it's somebody wanting to bring certain truths to light after an opportunity has already been missed. I can't seem to understand what this message is about. Like me as a person, it's like I'm downloading this and I can't understand. That happens sometimes. It's almost like the divine just wants me to surrender and just stop trying to figure it out and just to give the messages, but it's hard. I'm still a human being, right? And I say that and I get my name, Destiny. Companionship, perception, and destiny. Yeah, somebody has a different perception about what it was you were offering or available for. So essentially, the missed opportunity was this companionship. But what's different is the perception of it. Somebody, whoever had this hidden dishonor, might have missed this opportunity because they didn't see any value in it. They didn't want companionship out of you. They didn't want something. And now, essentially, they're watching the person they rejected and seeing that they actually are a missed opportunity. So if this person is now realizing that and wanting the strength to try to gain this missed opportunity back, there's going to be a lot of hidden truths that have to be revealed. And I think this is what this person is struggling to do. It's not so much come back to the missed opportunity, and it's more so what they would have to reveal that they're not super comfortable with. Venture, yeah. Perception. Somebody is looking at a relationship differently. With this companionship, perception, and destiny, somebody is looking at the future of a pre-existing relationship differently. Yeah. Certain people, for those already in relationships, you might be looking at your person and the future of that relationship from a different space. Some of you, the hidden dishonor, the Seven of Swords energy is not letting your partner know that you don't feel that the relationship is destined and fated, or you don't feel that there is a future with this person. So then there could be some codependency. Somebody hasn't communicated that the perception of the relationship has changed because essentially somebody's restless, lustful, and impulsive, and they're trying to gain the strength to make the decision to move forward. And what I think is prompting that is their perception on a relationship has completely changed. If this is regarding career, this is an internal struggle with realizing that your destiny, what's fated and destined to you, is not going to be manifested where you're at. So a lot of you might be going, okay, then where do I go? Well, that's the internal work that needs to be done through this twin flame journey as an individual that will reveal that to you, and essentially creates an opportunity to bring in a true match with regards to partnership. Some of you are looking for an opportunity to reveal a lot of this hidden strength inside of you. Some of you feel that your job does not utilize, you're not able to shine. Like this strength Leo energy, this lion wants to be seen and recognized as the king of the jungle. The problem is I don't know if this lion is getting the opportunity to do that. So some of you are possibly feeling a little bit restless in your roles because you're not getting the opportunity to shine, to exert your strength, to be the face of something that you essentially would want. So you're feeling restless. I don't see you pursuing a new opportunity, not exactly. But I do feel a restlessness that needs to be, somebody is watching, somebody can see that you are restless about lack of opportunity in your current workplace. Yeah, some of you are feeling restless about your career and the opportunity, because with the Empress and the Strength, it's like wanting an opportunity to be seen in a way you haven't been seen in the workplace before, right? Some of you are being encouraged to take a more forward-facing role, to take a more aggressive approach to career or your job, or a competition within the workplace. You're being encouraged to rise to the occasion. And take on the challenge of something. Some of you are being encouraged, okay, to communicate the truth to a pre-existing partner about where you're at and how you see the future of the relationship going. Okay, for some of you, this is a need to gain, you're being encouraged that you have the internal strength required to reveal certain truths about yourself to certain people. This is the encouragement given to you that you have enough strength to essentially move forward to abundant new beginning, because you see yourself as an asset to it, ready for it, equipped for it. I'm going to wrap this reading for today, at least after this one. Mother Nature, yeah, the divine. This to me is the card of the divine. The divine is trying to change the perspective. Some of you struggle with the way you look at relationships, period. Okay, and the way you're looking at relationships is going to create missed opportunities. It gets you to run away from opportunities to bond closer with people, whether it's romantically, you know, professionally. It's like these deeper interpersonal relationships, right? It's like the divine is giving a lot of support. And then the message is gone. I don't know why this is coming out so choppy. It always happens with air energy. Because I'll be very honest, like I'm very balanced in my head and my heart, but I had to balance myself from my heart to my head, not my head to my heart. So by nature, I'm more here in my emotionally bottled than here. So when I do air signs and they get all all up in their head and shit, it fucks with me even in the reading. Because I'm like, how do you feel, Gemini? How do you feel? And all you're doing is telling me what the mental battle in your mind is looking like. Anyway, I don't know. You get whatever messages you can get out of this shit. Some of you are being encouraged to gain the internal strength to communicate a truth in order to not miss an opportunity. The divine is trying to encourage some of my Geminis about speaking up, speaking a truth. For some of you, it is communicating a truth to someone you feel is a match and they don't know. And you can miss an opportunity because for some of you, there's a romantic interest that you took a Queen of Swords approach with. So the perception of you is that you might not be as available or as open as you actually are. With this Empress and this twin, it's just, it needs to be revealed. There's this sense of needing to gain the strength to reveal a more nurturing, vulnerable part, a more open and receptacle part of yourself. Somebody wants to communicate a truth about why they missed an opportunity. There is a hidden dishonor and a hidden truth that is going to be revealed with some truthful communication. Someone feels restless waiting for communication or waiting to give communication. Someone's feeling very restless about revealing something. And I think it's something internally. It's these emotions with this Four of Cups and this moon. These are emotions that were rejected and that were not acknowledged, that could not be suppressed and are now bubbling up to the surface. Kindness, wish, rejection. Yeah, somebody is wishing that you will take a kind approach to the truth that they're about to communicate to you and not reject them. For some of you, this is kindness with regards to the truth about why you were rejected. Like I said, some of you need to not miss an opportunity to create closure and healing for yourself. Because essentially, you wished for closure and the divine brought it in, and there's a need for you to be open to it. It's funny. Some of you are going to need to be open to somebody who rejected you in order to bring in some kind of wish. I have no idea. This reading is very, very strange. And I think it's because I've done a lot of readings today and I need to wrap up. But either way, I know Gemini will pick apart this reading and get whatever messages that you need out of it anyway. So I'm not worried. You guys also know how this works, right? So it doesn't, you know me, I don't watch readings based on the signs or even the months. If the title resonates, it's for me. That's the way I go. All right. Yeah. Healing needing to, some of you asked to get out of these energetic ties, and what tied you to these energies was pain, okay, and lack of closure. So you manifested this healing, and it's coming in the form of closure, the truth, conversation that you need to be open to. Someone, it looks like someone someone might be apologizing for rejecting you in the way they did, because for some of you, it was the way somebody rejected you. It wasn't the actual rejection. It was what somebody said, how they said it to you, what they did. And essentially that hurt you and gave you a negative perspective that somebody essentially is trying to change. Somebody wants to take a kind approach to you after not being so kind. Okay. So some of you might have somebody who was quite nasty to you approach you in a very kind way, and you be a little bit Queen of Swords energy, not wanting to be played, tricked, paranoid about you know, hidden dishonors, ulterior motives, you know, things of that nature. When really, I think this person is really just trying to come in and bring some kind of closure, reveal some kind of feelings or truths. Like, I don't know. But for some of the Geminis I'm speaking to, you're not necessarily going to, you might think you're going to be open, but for some of you, your ego might be challenged. Past pains and hurts might bubble up. Man, this reading is a fucking identity. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what we talked about. I think it's just because I've done too many readings. Anyway, maybe if I do a bonus this month, because I do want to do, like, let's see what the years are and shit. That to do it for 12 signs, it's just so much. That's fantastic. 2, that's the Clover. 6 of Pentacles, balance. Yeah, I might do a bonus for you guys. but it depends. Sometimes I'm like, I don't understand. You're like, I totally do. And that's all that matters. I don't need to understand. You need to understand. Anyways, yeah, this is a crossroads. This is healing. There's the bridge again. I'm getting the impression that a lot of you asked for healing, you wanted relief from something you felt energetically tethered to. Some of you are going to manifested that. You need to be open to it. Others of you, this is a crossroads of some kind. Okay. I think some of you have been in maybe a bit of recluse. You've been healing. There hasn't been a lot of change to your third dimension, your actual reality. Some of you are manifesting an out, a crossroads of some kind, and you need to be mindful that your pessimism or your paranoia can actually get you to manifest, to reject and miss an opportunity to embark in a new path, move forward, or come out of the energy that you're in currently. So you've been manifesting things, but I told you guys, oh, wow. You've been manifesting things, but I told you guys some of what you were manifesting and communicating to the divine isn't going to come in the way you guys discussed because you just don't understand certain things, right? I think it's funny because under the high priestess is the emperor and the hermit. Beautiful. But I still don't even know what this reading's about or what we're talking about. And I said what we're talking about, and there's other people talking. This is the card of gossip. Ooh. Some of you actually work in like prisons or like in judicial, I'm hearing like juvenile detention centers, working with youth, but in like a career, meaning like you're part of an institution that works with troubled youth. Some of you, that's a desire. Some of you want to work in prisons, like as support staff, not like as guards and shit. It's almost like wanting to start a program for people imprisoned. Some of you feel like the way a legal situation played out, you were cheated. Some of you are going to reveal hidden dishonor during some kind of trial or legally. Some of you are going to take somebody to court for a hidden dishonor that has occurred. Some of you are, this missed opportunity is, I'm not missing the opportunity to sue this bitch. That's what I just heard. Some of you are so vicious. I'm not speaking on that shit. Some of you are just there mumbling, going, fucking. Like, I can hear some of this. And I think this is some of you have hidden anger and resentment, okay? That you are trying to gain a different perspective of, because this resentment, this kind of anger and resentment under the surface can manifest in some nasty fucking ways. Some of you are purposely missing opportunities. Some of you, this hidden anger manifests in unapproachability, meaning opportunities are being missed because it doesn't feel safe to even bring them to you. For some of you, this is needing to not rage on someone, understanding that your anger is actually a symptom of hidden pain and discomfort. So address the pain and the discomfort, okay? Instead of just living in the surface level of the emotion, which is anger. Anger is a symptom of pain. It's a sub-emotion. It's not a primary emotion. Happiness, sadness, these are primary emotions. Anger, in my opinion, is not. Anger always stems from someone getting hurt in some way. Some pain that somebody feels that they got dealt with, or things like that. If it's an injustice that somebody's angry about, well, it's the injustice that caused pain that somebody is responding in an angry way. Because when you're in pain, you can cry or you can be angry. And most people, like, I was the type of person, like, I would cry. Like, I would get angry and I would cry. I would get into fights and I'd always cry after fighting. Even if I beat someone's ass or my ass got beat, I'd always end up crying after physical altercations. Because my emotional side is like, why did we even have to fight in the first place? Why did you do that to me? I'm sorry, guys. I need to wrap this up. It's been a long day. I'll give you guys a bonus. Some of you guys are just like, relax, you know? Nothing here should be like carving out your life. There's nothing in the tarot world that's life or death, guys. Nothing. The most work I do is on a one-on-one with you guys, supporting you guys through your ascension and your development and your trials, tribulations, helping emotionally stabilize you guys when you're feeling out of sorts. This is where I offer this. This here, though, is fun. It's fun. It's fun. We're having fun. Okay. Let me wrap this. Kind of crazy. I heard kind of crazy. Yeah. This is your life, not mine. The poet. The poet. All right, we'll read this. Did we even pull from the low? Yeah, we did. Oh, there it is. All right. The artist, the witness, the truth teller. The poet's work is to feel immensely and not be afraid. They must seek out the truth in the darkest corners of the world and carry it back for all to see. This unique capacity resides within us all, regardless of our relationship to creativity. When the poet energy is present, there is a call for deep honesty and reflection, for seeing the big picture within the little one. The poet resides effortlessly between the personal and universal. It's possible that others may not seem to listen or care about the poet's work, but do not be discouraged. The words of the poet ring true for centuries to come, soothing the wounds of despair and violence that captivate our world. The poet's work is never finished. Find your voice and trust that the wind will carry it. Guys, there's a poet in every single one of you that can be put on mission like that if you're ready, if you want it. I don't know if it's the screen or my glasses that are dirty. It looks foggy or whatever. When light, clairvoyant, wise, timeless, and when dark, harmful words, sharp tongue, thwarty, creativity. I don't know what that word means. THWARTED. Thwarted. Anyways, go deeper. Spend 1 hour reading poetry, then one more. The poet is related to the shaman and the bridge, which is exactly what came out in Lenormand. And the bridge. These archetypes hover in the meeting place between the everyday and the sacred. It's likely there is a poem or poet that was meaningful to you at a young age. Revisit and reread it now. Be open to its messages. Some of you need to be open to the messages of somebody trying to bring in healing and resolve and closure to a situation, whether it's romantic, platonic, nucleus family, I don't care. You guys are getting support from the universe to come out of this Queen of Swords energy, because some of you don't know how. Some of you have tried. Some of you went to God and said, I need help with this. I am not being open. I do not feel open. And the divine is understanding that in order to get you open to this Empress energy, which is your new beginning that you're going to need to nurture, cultivate, and love the fuck out of, that you need some healing and some closure to get that, to be feel open and comfortable enough to go into that space. You will miss a huge opportunity if your ego shuts somebody down who's coming from a genuine place to bring you healing and closure. Because for some of you, it's healing that results in closure. It's going to be closure regardless of what you decide to do with these people. Because some of you are going to work on bettering your relationship. Some of you are going to come into union with this person. Some people are going to go about their fucking business. But regardless of what happens, you're coming out of the Queen of Swords energy and moving in to water or earth, which is being open, porous, absorbent. Okay. We've got time for one more. Yeah, we've got time for, no, not 5. Yeah, I'm gonna go eat and go do things now. I've been reading. Got my cotton mouth. You guys don't know, like, I count how many words I do in a fucking hour. The temple. You know what it is? I think a lot of you guys are talking. I can hear you guys. XXX1X. Wow. Shit. All right. The temple. The sanctuary, the shrine, and the altar. When we think of the temple, we often envision an archetypal structure in a far-off land. We are quick to distance ourselves from the sacred, assuming we must expend much effort in order to arrive there. Yet the temple is a universal and omnipresent energy, accessible in the highest and lowest, richest and poorest of places. Visiting the temple might be as simple as stepping into the dappled light of the forest, slowly and sensually kissing a lover, or closing your eyes to travel inward. This card is a call to re-examine what you pay homage to and what you reject. What do you spend your time worshiping? Your phone, money, material goods? What barriers do you draw between yourself and the sacred? Perhaps there is a room or your altar for something new, something surprising. Offer it to the heavens. When light, reverence for all, life as sanctuary. When dark, adultery, cults, strict spirituality, going deeper. Now is the time, by Hafiz. Though indeed the temple travels with you, this card is enthroned with the pilgrim architect. If you've been longing for a spiritual journey, book your tickets. The archetype, the ancient yogis saw the body itself as the temple, every function and feature of it as an expression of divinity. Build a shrine with funds, with found materials. Don't spend any money, only time, because time is the most valuable thing. Spend your time wisely, folks. Anyways, guys, that's your spread. I love you all dearly. Like I said, for those interested in personal readings, see below. Daily or weekly readings for Patreon members only, see below. And until the next time I see you guys, please continue to let your inner angels live, okay? Mwah. I love you. Ciao.